Welcome to the Ozark, Midland, and Southern Railway. I'm Bill B., and in this video, I want to share with you the progress I made this summer on my railroad. And I tell you what a summer it's been. I got a chance to really go to some interesting places. Got to go to Chicago, Detroit, Long Island, and in each of those places I met up with fellow train enthusiasts and YouTubers. It was just a fabulous time. We went to train shops, visited some museums, and most importantly, we got the opportunity to run trains on some fabulous layouts. So it was just a wonderful time. And despite all of that and how busy it was this summer, I still was able to make some progress on the railroad. And I want to share that with you now. So let's go. Well, we'll start here. At the beginning of the summer, my son came to the house and together we built this yard extension. It's on rollers. It's about 7 foot long. And we built it such that I can disconnect the extension and then put it over here, roll it over here when it's not in use, and put it underneath my my train shelving. And while we were working on the yard extension, we also built this little table that fits underneath the layout and allows me to keep my transformer, my legacy system, and DCS system controllers underneath the layout and ready for use. So that was pretty cool. I really appreciated that. You can tell that I use Homosote on top of plywood for the basis of my railroad. The yard extension virtually doubled the, here I'll kind of show you, it virtually doubled the size of my yard, making it about 14 foot altogether from the end here where the bumpers are to just before the tunnel. The tunnel leads to Rocky Top Mountain. Oh, there's Mr. Goodman. He always comes out for this kind of thing. There he is. He's in the, oh, one of our little fellows fell over. Well, we'll take care of him after this is completed. Okay, but Mr. Wilby Goodman, he's the he owns he's chairman and chief executive officer of the railroad. There's Rocky Top. Not much has happened there. There's Copperhead Creek. I'm kind of waiting for the right moment to work on Copperhead Creek. You can see I've got some of the OM&S's crew out there, from the scenery department, doing some of the heavy lifting. And when they're all done, perhaps I'll be ready then to begin work on Rocky Top and Copperhead Creek. Kind of have to wait till I'm inspired and ready to do that kind of work. I did finish this side of White Rock Mountain. Turned out pretty good. I like it. A little more I want to do. I need to add some more cedars and such. Cedars are real common in my part of the country. And there's Clements Point, named for a former colleague who I greatly admired. And of course there you see Baldy, the eagle. He was done this not all that long ago. I put him up and really like him a lot. Here's the little farm scene. Not much has really happened here other than I painted did a little more carving, sculpturing, I guess you call it, on the foam. And well, it's a future project. Here's the water. I did add a water tower. I did add a Lino water tower from my former railroad. I've got some steam on this on the OM&S now, so I figured we at least needed a water tower. Here you can see I've done some rock work. Got the rock stone wall pieces from Scenic Express. They really work well. Use that all the way around my city scene. So the rock work is new, or the stone wall, I should say, is new. Then back behind these buildings, you see the beginning of the, on the other side of that bridge. I don't know I hope you saw it. There's a bridge there between what's called Williamsport and Elizabethtown. This being Elizabethtown. And there's there's the plate girder bridge. I built the wall out of cork. Of course, the track's on risers, but I built the wall out of cork and then covered it with some of AK's concrete mix. Just sort of brushed it on. Turned out pretty good, I think, you know. There you can see some groundwork I did. Just beginning, oh, there is going to be a tree right there, which I hope to be able to do as part of a little, I guess you call it tutorial. I'm no scenery artist, but I do have a way of doing my trees. I learned from Boomer on Boomer Diorama. He's got a YouTube channel called Boomer Diorama, and I'm going to build a tree to go there. There's a tree I built based on his techniques right there. You kind of see it. It looks pretty good, I think. I like that tree. I think I want to put a smaller tree right in there. And that's probably the one I'll use as my subject during the little tutorial. On the other side of the track, you'll see some rock work that I got done. I did that rock work this summer. It turned out pretty nice. It's very common, very typical of what you kind of see in Missouri, where I live. Then we kind of come around, and I got, this is kind of where my memorial park is, part of that scene. Here's the memorial park scene that I spent quite a bit of time working on. The memorial park was built and is dedicated to was built for and dedicated to a good friend, a Marine buddy. I like to consider him a close friend. Somebody who, you know, we understood each other, and he was quite the guy. And so I wanted this section of the layout to be in remembrance of him. And speaking of that, if I come around here, here is a bookcase. Well, it's not a bookcase, it's a train case that he and I built together. He was not a model railroader or a train collector, but he was a woodworker. And you know, he was generous to take his time to help me make this train case, which I really appreciate and use it virtually almost every day. So that's what I wanted there. You see, there's little RBPs custom run. Yeah, which I'm real glad to have. It has a spot there on the case. Yeah. Now let's see here. Well, on the other side of the railroad here, back to the layout. Okay, so we saw the Memorial Park. There it is, the Memorial Park. Then we come on down, and I haven't really done much here other than I made sure that everything's painted the ground color. And there's that bridge I was showing you. Yeah, there's more of a rock wall that surrounds Elizabethtown. And here's the bridge loop. That's one of the layout's two loops. For those that aren't familiar with the railroad, I have two reverse loops. This one here, and then if you look carefully, you'll see a switch there that takes you through the town, and under that bridge, and then it connects back there. And you either can go in a circle and bring it around, such that under that bridge, and you can come back to here to Williamsport. And we got a switcher doing some work there in Williamsport. Well, that again is a future project. When I get Williamsport completed, I'll be really happy, because it's gonna be another kind of a big job. I want to put a roadway in there, and as well as ground cover. That's a pretty good sized job, and I'll tackle that probably after I do the warehouse that's going to go there in the yard. You saw that there's kind of a gap right in there. I've got a large TW Train Works kit. It's like a I'm going to call it a building flat, and it'll go in there and help fill that space. Okay, so that's for this winter. Well, that's pretty much the tour. Let's go run a couple trains, and we'll conclude this video. Okay, guys, until we meet again on the OM&S, remember, the OM&S is pulling for you. This is Bill B. Bye now.